So our company the actual company began in about 2001-ish as a hobby. Eventually, the hobby grew into a business, and now we sell guitar pedals all over the world to tons of famous people. And it basically just allows all those people who make great music, it inspires them to make different types of songs, different sounds of the guitar. So it's all about helping them do what they do. So a pedal, and there's some behind me, basically your guitar plugs into it and it changes the sound. So for example, like Brad Paisley is one of our big artists, and he likes pedals that have a lot of different types of echoes. So if you listen to a song, sometimes you'll hear a lot of echoes in this guitar stuff, and so we provide those type of effects for him. Awesome. But we do more than just echo. It's all different types, but it's kind of it's a lot like when an artist paints a picture, he's got tons of colors to choose from, and when a guitarist plays music, he likes to have a lot of pedals to choose from. So it's kind of analogous to that. He has his own studio, and he literally has hundreds of them, if not more. And
from all different companies.
For all different companies. So he has basically anything he wants at his disposal. Tons of guitars, tons of guitar amps, and on and on. So different microphones, anything that might make that sound a little bit different, or if there's a sound in his head he's trying to achieve, he wants the tool to get him there. I really picked Martinsville because it's a really safe community. Everyone's really tight and close. Everybody knows each other. I was never the type of person that wanted to be like in LA or New York or anything like that. And just, my family has been here for years, since the start of the town. And I always wanted to be here. Really, the driving force to me is that music changes people. So, you could be driving your car and a song comes on the radio, and it could make you happy, and make you cry, it could make you angry. I mean, all these different emotions that music can make a person feel. And in a way, we help that artist generate that feeling, because some of that is they plug through a pedal, for example, and it gives them an idea. And so they start the writing process that becomes a song that changes the way people think, the way people feel. Creates marriages and babies sometimes. I mean, it has a huge impact on the world. We do a podcast. We do video and audio, so it's like a show on YouTube, and then it's through iTunes and everything else. But basically, it's a show we do every week, and it's just a couple of us guitar players sitting around talking about guitar gear and being stupid and making 14-year-old jokes, like stupid guitar players do, I guess. And but anyways, we just started doing it for fun, and it started getting a following, and more people were watching. And then I started realizing people were emailing us, like this just past week. A guy had emailed, and he has cancer, and his only bright part of the week were the 2 days we release podcasts. That's the only thing he's looking forward to get him through day by day. And I just would never really thought the impact that something like that would have. And he, like, for example, Max Jeffrey is one of the guys that's on the podcast that works for us, and Max had cancer as well. And so this particular person really connected with Max, and Max had been talking about another brand pedal that he likes and that he was looking for, one they don't make anymore. So this guy went out to buy one. He sought out this pedal you can't find anywhere, bought it for Max, and sent it to him. Mm-hmm. So we had like this one pedal we painted like the breast cancer pink, and we just sent it to him. This customer just, I didn't. What else can you do? I mean, didn't know what to do, but
hoping to brighten his day a little bit.
Just I can't.
Something that's not available to the general public or available to our retailers, that he can kind of get a one-of-a-kind type pedal.
Maybe something to just provide him a little bit of hope as well. We're in tons and tons and tons. So, I mean, like, we're in some of the guitar centers, the bigger guitar centers. Sam Ash is another big customer. Sweetwater is a big one. Chicago Music, Pro Guitar Shop. So, I mean, those are companies in America that are really big. There's ones outside of America as well that are big, like Tamana's a big, huge guitar store over in Europe. But I mean, so we're all across the world, over 1,000 different stores easily, and about 5 or 46 countries now.
No.
I play guitar, she plays the radio.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I know how to turn that station. That's my specialty.
So yeah, but I really know my son, he plays Xbox. Brittany, she draws. She's more artistic side, which is kind of you're more hands-on artistic rather than musically artistic.
I cannot play anything other than the radio.
Allie's kind of big into.
She likes to edit videos and things like that.
Yeah, more of.
But none of them really play music.
Yeah.
Other than the radio.
Yeah.
They get that from me. So, but they're all either artistically, as far as drawing or movie editing, or something like that. But none of them really play other than Brian.
Yeah.
They use the pedals a lot during concert, but also in the studio. A lot of the sounds that you hear on the radio are coming from effects.
Yeah. So, yeah, because what the way it works is generally in Nashville, in the country music world, that you have the singer, and then they go in the studio, and there's studio musicians who play the songs. And then when the artist goes on the road, they hire a band, or they have their band that plays those songs on the road. So the songs you hear on the radio generally aren't played by the same musicians that you see in concert. There's exceptions, like for example, Brad Paisley uses this band for everything, insists on it. But for the most part, I mean, just about everything you hear on country radio is using one of our pedals, guitar-wise. Mm-hmm. So, and it's just that whole scene has kind of grasped onto what we do, and we just kind of became really good friends with a lot of those guys. So, they come to town, we'd hang out with them backstage and go on their bus and tell stupid jokes and.
That's really exciting.
There's several of them. Work with Blake Shelton's guys.
Yeah. Jake Owen. Keith Urban.
Reba's guys.
Yeah. Alan Jackson. Garth Brooks. I'm trying to think of songs off the top of my head. Who's some other artists? Clint Black, yeah. There's a lot of smaller guys too, but in the country music world, that really blew up for us.
And it's not just the country music world.
It's not. Yeah,
there's praise and worship that uses a lot of our pedals. Yeah,
there's a big band called Skillet that's kind of like a Christian rock band, and we're good friends with those guys, and they use our stuff. New Song is another one. Toby Mac, Hawk Nelson, and I know there's some guys I'm forgetting. The Afters, Family Force 5. Guitar players they're all looking for the same thing. So whether they play rock or whether they play country or jazz or blues, they're still looking for that thing that inspires them to make the newer, better song. And it's an ongoing thing. So the stuff they have now, in 6 months, they're going to want to try new stuff. So companies like us, we just keep coming out with new things all the time to try to fuel that passion that they're having. Prior to, how do I put this? There was a point in time where I didn't even know the Chamber of Commerce existed. I just knew that we had questions and we were trying to get things solved and didn't know where to go. And I don't remember how we got in touch.
Sherry.
Was it Sherry? Okay. So
told us about the Chamber.
Yeah, Sherry told us about the Chamber, and so we kind of connected, and they helped us. For one, they helped us move into this building. So they really kind of walked us through that entire process of what we need to do. So it's very helpful to know that if you have a question that you don't know who to ask, you can always ask them.